Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing all about cancer, and we're going to do 3 facts, 3 pros, 3 cons, and all that stuff, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's dive right in. So first fact, astrological fact about Cancer is that they are ruled by the moon. The moon is pertaining to your feelings, your emotions, your emotional state. And yeah, so it's kind of seen as the maternal figure, like the mother. It's seen as very sensitive, very nurturing. And then second fact about Cancer is that they are a water sign. So they are very, I don't want to say sensitive, I really don't, but they are very emotionally in tune to the needs of others. They can pick up on things really easily. They have a strong understanding for how others are feeling. They can feel situations out without needing to know anything about it. They can just kind of already know. And this goes for Pisces and Scorpio as well. And then third astrological fact, they are a cardinal sign. Cardinal sign is a modality that makes you very action-packed, very goal-oriented, very driven, also a little bit flaky at times, kind of all or nothing, and very dedicated. But kind of go with the flow. More so go with the flow than not. I don't know, but yeah, so and then first Cancer pro, again, they are very nurturing, and they're just very fun to be around. They always have something positive to bring to the table. They always have this very like, how do I word this? They're fighters at the true like sense of who they are. They are fighters at their core. They are unafraid of anything that comes their way, unafraid of any kind of obstacle that they face. They have this like very strong fighter mentality. Like they can go through hell and back and then they can come out on top. And they have this kind of very calming and inspiring way of motivating you to just keep going through that dark tunnel. Like they keep urging you to see like the light at the end of the tunnel, and they have a lot of severe experiences to typically go along with why it's going to get better. I feel like they're just they're very comforting and they're very knowledgeable. They have like this very wise demeanor about them. And then second pro about Cancer is that they are very practical in a lot of ways, and I feel like we are very quick to say that Cancer is very kind of caught in their feelings or very over the top or very dramatic, but underneath all of this they're actually very practical and they're very well adjusted. They're very just level-headed about things. They have a very clear sense of what the world around them is like, what they need in their life, what they don't, and they're not really afraid to let this be known. Like they're very very honest. I feel they're not very misleading people, and they're very kind of just I want to say practical. They're very practical, and it's very like they don't really get caught up in material or status. Like they care more about who you are, not what you are, if that makes sense. And then third pro about Cancer is that they're very creative, and I don't feel like we talk about this. They are literally Pinterest queen and kings. They know any hack possible. They've invented every hack possible, and they're very nifty, which is probably why they're like the nurturing homebody stereotype. But yeah, and then first con about Cancer is that they are their own worst enemy. I feel like they kind of stand in the way of themselves at times, and they're not always as forthcoming about if you've hurt them or not, and so this can be misleading. They like to be seen as tough. They don't like to be seen as anything else. So when you try to confront them or try to like fix issues with them or resolve anything with them, and if they're not ready, they're just going to lie to your face and pretend everything is fine, even if it's not, because they just don't feel like dealing with it, which is fine. But at the same time, if you're angry and you're acting like you're not, it's misleading. It's phony. So second con about Cancer is that they are very one-track minded at times. They're very passionate, so when they're focused on something, it's hard to kind of get them to stop and look at anything else. They see what they want to see when they want to see it, and it's very hard to kind of get them to focus on something else if they don't want to. They just won't. And then third con about Cancer is that they I don't know. I don't think I have a con. I don't think I have anything else to say about Cancer. I really don't. They can be a little bit egocentric at times. I feel like they have a habit of treating like the world like a movie that they are the leading role for. And I don't think this is intentional. I don't think they intentionally like a lot of attention or want it, but I feel like they are very focused on themselves, and it can be hard to get them, especially when undeveloped, it can be hard to get them to put their issues aside or put it on hold for a second to kind of help out their friends or focus on someone else around them if they are just because they're so passionate. I feel like they get caught up in what they're feeling, what they're thinking, so it can be kind of draining for their loved ones if they're constantly kind of going through this me thing. On the flip side though, they can also be very walked on by the people they care about the most, because they are so focused and passionate about who they love that it consumes them. So it's kind of, they need to find some balance. And then overall, that completes this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you disagreed with anything that I said, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about everything. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the notification bell on so that you can get all of my updates, and I'll see you in my next video.